Hey guys, Juicy Box Cat here, and it's time for another crossover. Shield Destination 0728-GS, Ghost Spider, alias Gwen Stacy. Species Designation, Human, Mutant, Non-X gene, Radioactive Arachnid. Abilities, Physiology of the Radioactive Arachnid, including supernatural agility, strength, and balance, enhance durability, speed, senses, and regeneration, while crawling, and keen marksmanship has been noted. Current Pokemon Team Spinarak, Shiny Gyarados, Grookey, and Galvantula. Gwen Stacy was bitten by a radioactive spider. It is unknown how this one relates to the one that bit Peter Parker, alias Spider-Man. Upon gaining abilities of the radioactive arachnid, Gwen became known as the superhero Ghost Spider. Shortly after becoming Ghost Spider, Gwen and her friend Kevin were hit by the Trojan waste. While Gwen was unaffected by the mist due to her radioactive mutation, her friend Kevin and possibly her Gyarados were affected. It is unclear if shiny Pokemon existed before the Trojan wave or not, but they have increased since then. Gwen reluctantly trained Kevin in using his cryokinetics. On the night of their first patrol together, Kevin was murdered by an inhuman villain now known as Sheath. Ghost Spider was framed for the murder of Kevin and ran from her father, George Nisi, who is the captain of the police department. Upon the inability to capture Ghost Spider, Captain Stacy reached out to S.H.I.E.L.D. for assistance. Agents Daisy Johnson and Patriot were assigned to the mission of capturing Ghost Spider. Agent Johnson made the decision to allow Ghost Spider to go free, pursuing Sheath, for it connected with her secret mission dealing with the latest Trojan wave. While teaming up with the Secret Warriors, Gwen was able to clear her name as Ghost Spider and now works as a member of the Secret Warriors. Alright, so Spider-Gwen was an easy choice for this one. She's one of my favorite Marvel characters ever, so I'm always happy to draw her. And I feel like the Pokemon just kind of fit. I felt like Shiny Gyarados was a better choice. Galvantula kind of makes reference to Miles Morales' shock abilities. Grookey for her drummer ability. And I need to add one other Pokemon just to make them all kind of even, so I just gave her a Spinarak. I do not feel like Spider and Araquid make a whole lot of sense for her. I just wish there was more spider-like Pokemon you could pick for them based off of abilities and everything. Because she's a young superhero in the series, I thought a Grookey would be better than Thwackey or Rillaboom. I'm not thinking of the names. As for the spiders, well, me able to talk to spiders, maybe she had it before her fascination. Who knows? Because they don't really go into much detail of backstories in the Secret Warriors cartoon. I'd love to see a live-action version of Spider-Gwen, though. That would be cool. Maybe for Secret Wars. Is it fan service time again? Marvel Studios? Alright, here we are finishing up Shiny Gyarados. I feel like this one was easy to get action poses. Of course, gotta do all the webbing. Webbing takes forever, although she has less webbing than Spider-Man does. And here we go with the picture. Shield designation 0226-SG. A Squirrel Girl, alias Doreen Green. Species designation Human Mutant. X gene status unknown. Abilities: Computer Science Expert and Squirrel Power. Including Superhuman, Strength and Leaping. Climbing via small claws upon each finger and each toe. And a persistent tail. It implies that Dorian Green has a bushy, 3-foot long squirrel tail. Night vision, regenerative healing factor, and communication with squirrels and squirrel-like Pokemon. Current Pokemon team: Pachirisu, Suavent, Greedent, and a Shiny Greedent. Dorian Green was born with a squirrel tail and claws. At the age of 10, she discovered her ability to talk with squirrels and squirrel-like Pokemon. She would eventually befriend Kamala Khan, alias Miss Marvel. The two would go on their first mission together, running into Ghostfire, and later on defeating Sheath and Exile. The two would be the lead purposes of S.H.I.E.L.D. creating the Secret Warriors during the events of Agent Johnson's investigation of disappearing inhuman children. Dorian is very confident in herself and seems to like to make people laugh. She is trustworthy and tries to make the Secret Warriors training fun. So I had to include Squirrel Girl on this one too, because, well, she's, at least in the show, they built her kind of like me, kind of chunky, kind of stocky, kind of chunky, but not necessarily overweight per se. With the agility and everything, giving her more personality. I really like this design better than what she was in the Ultimate Spider-Man. I hated that design for her. They could have done her so much better. Why they had to make her look so goofy. They got her personality correct in that series, but I mean, this one is just so much better with the thing, and she's like one of the favorites of my nieces too. And I mean, what can you expect? Where can you go? I mean, you've got some work with the mouth already, and you kind of feel like she was just a throwaway character that they brought back and really started fleshing out and popularized her story. I mean, squirrels. You gotta love them or you gotta hate them. So I kind of naturally thought Tippy Toes, which is her main squirrel pet, might be the gradient on her tail. I love Pachirisu. Never used one just because I was more drawn to Luxray for speed, bulkiness, basically stats in Diamond and Pearl games. And I actually think I ended up naming one of my Suavents from Sword and Shield. Well, I've got Squirrel Girl was the main one because I was doing superheroes, but I also have a Tippy Toes, and I cannot remember the names of her other squirrels. I just ended up naming my Pachirisu, which is Japanese for squirrel. Ironic. Tried to give them good personalities, that hyper, like, go-getter personality she seems to have, because she seems to be the confident fighter. Finishing up the tail. And then this is the one I found I had many mistakes that I went through later. Like, I forgot to finish line arting her arm and so other stuff. Last little bits, details. Getting colors fixed for they have unusually large lips. I'm just going to put it at that. S.H.I.E.L.D. designation 0125-MM. Miss Marvel, alias Kamala Khan. Species destination: Inhuman. Polymorph. Her abilities: accelerating healing and morphogenetics, which includes elongation, size alteration, which she calls embiggening, and appearance alteration. Current Pokemon team of a Chocochick, Sliggoo, Slackoth, and a Shiny Ditto. Kamala Khan was one of the many affected by the Terrigen wave. She's also Squirrel Girl's best friend, and Kamala Khan is one of Miss Marvel's, Captain Marvel's biggest fans. There's an error there. This report must be fixed afterwards. The sparks of determination within Miss Marvel to be a great hero, just like her idol. Although she feels like no one takes her and Squirrel Girl serious, Kamala Khan is very sympathetic and a kind person, leading her to want to help both Ghost Spider and Dante, who will soon be known as Inferno. No. After the tussle with Dante and Exile, Miss Marvel and Squirrel met Agent Johnson and Patriot. The two told them to return to their civilian lives. After ignoring orders from the SHIELD agents, these two continued to follow Dante in exile. Well, this led to the discovery of the Kree ship in orbit around Earth, which was responsible for the disappearance of several new Inhuman children. And Kamala Khan seems to be the catalyst for S.H.I.E.L.D. forming the Secret Warriors due to her actions in the rescue of the missing Inhuman children and one Inhuman dog known as Lockjaw. She is currently working as a member of the Secret Warriors and has led to many new recruits. Of course, I had to go with Kamala Khan being the last female I wanted to do for the theme. She was connected with Squirrel Girl. She's just been introduced into the Marvel universe. But finding her Pokemon was kind of hard. I figured Togekiss, the Togepi's line basically was a good pick for the Miss Marvel, aka and Carol Danvers, aka. And then Ditto and Slickleaf kind of have that stretchy transformation, and then Slackloth references her sloth baby. And we are almost finished here. Ditto happens to be the last little one, little shiny. I feel your shiny Ditto fit better. Alright, Fox, catch you guys later.